Sometimes the safest path doesn't look like the easiest one. Here's today's story. A young traveler needed to reach a village beyond the mountains. At the crossroads stood an old guide who knew every path. The guide pointed towards a narrow trail climbing steeply up the mountain. He said, "Take this path. It is difficult, but will lead you safely home." The traveler looked instead at a wide, winding road through a beautiful valley. It looked faster, easier, safer. Ignoring the guide's advice, he chose the valley. For a while, everything seemed perfect. The road was smooth, the scenery was beautiful. He laughed at how unnecessary the mountain path had seemed. It was like, why was I going up that difficult path when this is clearly the easiest path? But as the evening approached, the valley narrowed. The road disappeared beneath the rising floodwaters. Loose rocks blocked his way. He became trapped with nowhere to go. After hours of struggling, he climbed back towards the mountain. This time, he followed the guide's path exactly. Through steep and exhausting, it led him safe home before the sunrise. Only then did he understand the guide wasn't trying to make his life harder. He was actually trying to save him. Because if he would have continued on that other path, he could have fell into the water and drowned or maybe never survived. The lesson today resembles exactly what God is telling us. God often asks us to walk paths we don't understand. Obedience isn't always comfortable. Sometimes it means saying no when everyone else says yes. Sometimes it means trusting God before seeing it out. Proverbs 3:5 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." That one is really, really close to me, that quote, because God understands beyond what we understand. So who are we to ask him and question? Isaiah 55 reminds us as well, God's ways are always higher than ours. The easiest road isn't always the right road, but God's path always leads to life. And it's actually really true with life as well. If you take the shortcuts in life, usually you realize that there was no ever actually a shortcut. There is really no shortcuts to like success and things like that. There's only really the hard way. Because if you don't do things the hard way, the wrath of that hard way will come back when you're trying to do shortcuts. For example, people trying to get rich quick and doing things like, selling drugs. It's only a matter of time until there's a recall on those kind of things. So always try and do things in good faith as much as you can. So this prayer is for those people who feel like maybe they've been on the wrong path and they've been going down, the valley looks really nice, really attractive. Just like in the episode of the two wolves, really you've got to pick your side, I would say. So Father, please teach us how to choose the right path, Lord. Help us in all of our decision making. Help us to make the right decisions, whether it's the right friends, the right people to spend time with, the right people to learn from, the things that we watch. Lord, give us the guidance, Lord, to always choose the right path. Although that it may not look easy, give us the strength to go it. As you have said, Lord, you're the lamp to our feet and the light to our path. Please keep us going and keep us with your guidance. And help us not to try and lean into our own understanding, to know that your understanding is much greater. Please keep guiding us, help us every day. And thank you for this beautiful day, for allowing me to wake up again. I appreciate everything. In Jesus' holy, wonderful name, I pray. Amen. So if this message spoke to your heart, share it with someone maybe facing an important decision today. Subscribe for a new daily prayer every day. So God bless you guys and see you in the next episode.